Oops.
What makes you get jealous? Do you ever get jealous?
You know, I kind of grew out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be really jealous.
Yeah.
And we talked about
We talked about it a bit.
My college girlfriend, we used to fight all the time. And I would misread at so many situations and blow everything out of proportion.
Mm-hmm.
Jealousy's not really something I feel as much anymore. And I hate to say this, but I heard a great Daniel Tosh bit recently on where he was talking about how guys fantasize about walking in on their girlfriend blowing some dude. Because he goes, it would just be such an obvious, clear, clean way to break up with somebody.
Oh, right.
And he says, you walk in, you see that, and you're like, can't do that. Bye. And then you're out. That's it. That's the end of it. And I look, if I walked in on my girlfriend blowing some guy, I would be, bummed. I don't even know if I would attack him, though. I wouldn't be like...
I wouldn't either.
I don't think I would do that. I'd just be like, oh my God. I'd walk out, and then that would be the end of the relationship.
Yeah.
It would be that sterile.
Dude, I once had to run away. Not actually run away, but like, he's home situation. Not with a boyfriend, but this is pretty funny. I mean, it wasn't a big deal, but
he's home.
So, dude, I did a comedy club.
Stuff your hard dick down your trouser.
I did it. I was doing a weekend at a comedy club that I'm not going to mention because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. And I spent some time with one of the waitresses. And we kind of were talking, texting, and then like it was New Year's Eve, so she actually took me out on New Year's Eve. I met her family. Which was a coincidence, but it was interesting too. It was in a liquor store that was then converted into a bar at night legally.
Mm-hmm.
We went home with each other, but I went to her house, and I didn't realize she lived with her parents.
Oh boy!
So we're like on the couch, like kind of like messing around or whatever, and we hear the garage. I was like, she goes, "Oh my God, he's home!" I was like, "What do you mean he's home?" She's like, "My dad, who I had met."
Oh, her dad. Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, well, what should I do? She's like, you need to like run and hide. So dude, I did the like running, holding my like front and back, covering my like dick and ass, and like ran into a corner and like had to like crouch in a corner behind a bookcase. And he came in, he was like, hey sweetie, like how you doing? She's like, oh hey dad, da da da. And like I avoided it.
Were you hooking up in the living room?
In the basement.
And he came into the basement?
Mm-hmm. Have you ever had to run away like that?
Not for fear that the person who saw us would be angry. One time, my college girlfriend and I rented a car to drive home to Maine after freshman year ended.
Mm-hmm.
She was coming up to like meet my family and be there for a few days. And for whatever reason, we were parked in the driveway of the house and we started hooking up in the car. And my mom came out of the house and started like approaching the car. And I had to yell like, hey mom, can you go away? And she got it immediately.
That's
she was
good.
like, yep, sorry. And like went inside. We never talked about it again.
That's healthy. I mean, I've gotten busted by other parents and like it was awkward as fuck, but I've never had a like boyfriend came home moment and like getting chased away.
Dude, I'm not thrilled with I don't know. If I were single, I don't think I like the idea of hooking up with women who have boyfriends.
Dude, it's terrible and it plants a toxic seed in your brain for the future.
Sure does.
The next time you have a girlfriend, you're worried. You're like, that boyfriend had no fucking idea.
Right.
You know?
You could be that guy.
Chris, what were you going to say? Nothing. He went upstairs and then we like continued and then I ended up just going back to my hotel. Because she wouldn't come to the hotel room because there was a rule against that at the comedy club.
One time wow, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. And it's actually a rule that was named after a comedian that we both know that I'll tell you later.
Come on.
It's the blank rule and it's his first name because one of the waitresses got like caught going to his hotel room. So the rule was no going to the comedians.
Why would they I mean, those
seems like an oppressive
waitresses, women are perfectly capable of making their own decisions.
Agreed.
It doesn't seem, it seems like a ridiculous, I don't know.
Agreed.
So one time in high school, and this was the first girl that I ever like had, where you kind of figure out sex because you have enough of it together that you start to learn stuff. And we were at her place, middle of the day, had sex, got finished. I don't think that I took the condom off and for some reason like put it on her bedside table, like in a napkin or something. I don't even know, but it wasn't like wrapped up in the napkin. And I also don't think the condom was filled, like not to be really gross.
Right.
But I don't think I don't know what happened.
It was a condom.
We left it there on her bedside table and her dad found it.
Ooh.
Now her dad found it and like was mad.
Like mad.
And gave her a whole bunch of shit for it. And then one time, like a week or so later, I didn't see her parents very often. I think I certainly tried to avoid them after this. But one time, a couple weeks later, it was Valentine's Day that we had sex, right? A couple weeks later, I'm in the car with my girlfriend and she calls her dad on speakerphone.
Oh God.
And like a couple minutes in, she's like, he was like, how's Francis or something? She was like, good, he's right here. You're on speakerphone. And I was like, hey, Mr. So-and-so. He's like, hey, haven't seen you in a while. Haven't seen you since Valentine's Day. Said that to me. And I was like, yeah. Oh.
Been real busy.
And
the ACT prep.
Looking back, it's like, listen, dude, you found a condom. Your daughter was like 17.
Yeah. You're lucky you found a condom.
Fucking grow up, dude. That should be a relief.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not like you found a string of anal beads. You didn't find a mask.
Yeah, right.
You didn't you should be happy that your daughter is having protective sex. Yeah. And what are you're giving me shit for it? Like I almost wish at the moment it's like, what are you going to expect me to apologize for it?
Dude, you're right.
It's my serious girlfriend. We've been dating for a while. We're having safe sex with each other. This is what teenagers do.
This is what teenagers should
Wake
do.
up, man. Hey, thanks for watching that video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. If you liked it, subscribe to our channel or check out some of these other great clips.
Oops.